Hello everyone, it's time for a new Ustar tool. Now today I want to talk to you about how to modify holes which you may have drilled in your model parts. How would you go about that to modify that hole with, again, high levels of accuracy? How would you actually do that? So today I want to show you a reamer from Ustar. Excuse the crackly packaging. This is the guy. It's a very, very simple tool. I'm sure many of you have seen reamers in other industries. You know, they've been around for some time, but Ustar have created one for us model makers. So let me get it out of the very, very loud bag and put that down there, and I will stand this little card up there as usual. So here we go. So that's the actual reamer itself. I say it comes off and it looks just like a very, very chunky marker pen. Again, it's all metal construction. This isn't plastic. None of it. It's some kind of, again, some anodized alloy. I think that's what it is. It's certainly robust enough in the hand. It's quite a weight. Not too heavy. Absolutely not, because again, you want the accuracy to balance off with the actual I guess construction quality of the device itself. So it needs to be a weight which gives you, so you understand it's in your hand, yeah, and that's really how you get the accuracy, and also how you understand the ergonomics of this thing. Now, the business end is when you unscrew it. So let me just do that. Put the cap down. Now let me just show you the end here. There it is. There's where all the graduations are. Let's do that. Yeah. So that gives you all of the graduation, so you understand exactly how much material you're taking off when you're actually using this device. Now, how much can you do? Hang on a sec. That is on the packaging. You can take off between 0 and 14 millimeters. So it's a 14 millimeters maximum you can actually pull off with this, and you can see it right at the end. So if you did want to, you could actually enlarge a hole all the way down to the bottom there. That's 14. That's 14 millimeters. And certainly anything in between, because you have the accuracy. Now, I just want to point out the pointy end, literally the pointy end. Yep, super sharp that. So be very, very careful. Yep, do not stab yourself, and you will stab yourself with this. It is super, super sharp. So be very careful when you're unpacking this and when you're putting it away. Don't put the cap on and then slip and stab yourself. Yeah, I did that once. Won't do that again. Be very, very careful. Super, super sharp. Yeah. So be vigilant when you're using this guy. But in use, it does give you that accuracy, which obviously I'm always looking for with a lot of these tools. So let's see this thing in action. Let me pull over my trusty bit of tank. Right. Let me find a drill. So, for instance, let me drill another hole in Mr. Tank. Let's there we go. Let's put that through there. Okay, now then. So let's assume that's your hole, and you do need it to be modified in some way. So let's make it so it's obvious on camera. So down to say 5 millimeters. So it allows you to do that. Take some material off. Let me just pause a second. I just want to see where I am. I'm at 3. Let me continue to do that. Let me just pause a second. Where am I? I'm at 3.5. In fact, that's probably going to be enough to show you guys. Where are we? We're at nearly 4 millimeters. Let me just finish that off. Okay. So that hole has now been enlarged to 4mm. Very simple and straightforward tool, but could be highly useful. Yeah, absolutely. Again, very careful when you clean this. In fact, let me get my brush, so I'm not doing that with my fingers. Hang on a sec. There we go. So again, very simple tool. Yeah, it could be, I guess, essential for maybe your tool armory for when you're doing any kind of model making. Clearly, scratch builders, this could be an absolute ideal thing for just taking some material off. Yeah, and the fact that you can go up to 14mm is pretty good. Although I think you probably could have a very large hole to do that. I don't know if I'd use the reamer to take 14mm of material off, but it gives you the accuracy. If you want to take 3, 4, 5mm off a hole that you've drilled, then this guy could be absolutely perfect for that application. So in use, very robust, does the job. You feel you're in control of the device when you're using it. As I said, it has a weight. It's not overly heavy. Absolutely not. It's not plastic. It doesn't feel like it's going to break, or it's going to deform the hole that you're trying to drill. I didn't feel that at all. Using this, again, another quality tool from Ustar. So if you do need to make modifications to some of the holes that maybe you've drilled in parts, or you are a scratch builder, this guy could absolutely be ideal for you. So that's the reamer from Ustar. As always, any questions, any queries, do come back to me, and of course, keep on modeling.